I want to do it at least once. Just once. Come on. Just one time. Just one time. Just one time. One time. My badge! This piece of evidence shows that the killer yokai flew through the sky. Never mind. Let me try that again. Mr. Justice, you wouldn't be trying to escape without a penalty, would you? I know we have some kind of evidence of a flying yokai. Justice Dono, surrender yourself now, or suffer the death of 1,000 cuts! Never! What evidence? Yeah, the Tenma, real or flight or a fantasy? There we go. Take a look at this special edition paper. Tenma, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice? The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window? Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting... Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as Tenma flew away, you know, by some way or another.
Silence.
It is your brain that has flown the coop. Flown, not flow. This is the flow. That's not what I did. I flown the coop. That image is not but trick photography or some sort of artifice, like Photoshop. Okay, then how about Tenma? How about the Tenma figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air? No, there's a rational, common sense explanation for that. Oh, really? I'd like to see someone explain things once in a while instead of myself. That infernal yokai our Trixie Tanuki witnessed never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye. She? I don't like where this is going one bit. Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time. Well, not good. Not good at all. Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of Tenma were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma! Are you kidding me? The judge was even surprised by that. Ah! No! Order! Order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest freak-out ever! Oh, come on! I want to be the best. Like no one ever was. that little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade. Prosecutor Blackwill's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out of the window. Humph! Did you truly believe this could end any other way? Did we just fall right into his trap? What do we do now, Apollo? Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one. Bailiff, seize her! It's time I interrogated her as the samurai of yore would. Hold it! Wait, what? Hi! Mayor Tenma? Humph! This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul? Tenma Taro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce. Confess? The defendant intends to confess? Wait, whoa. Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwill's up to his mind games again! Mayor Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words! If you're sent away for murder, Dinksy will be left all alone. The real killer is... Mayor Tenma's going to confess unless we do something! But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away. Can I? Can I? Like... Caw. Really? You gonna do that? Gonna do the... Caw. Look upon me and despair, for ripe is the time for my return. Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for. Caw! Foolish mortals! I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek! Well... that would explain the last name thing being... yeah. Mayor Tenma. Silence! I am Tenma Taro, freed from the bonds binding me to the Forbidden Chamber. Behold, the return of the Demon King! I feel like this is such a farce that it's... Are you... What the... Demon King? Well then, I think it's time for me to take my vacation! The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenma, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tenma, the one whom you seek. Come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenma, you say? Ha! What nonsense! So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now? Ka! This body is now mine! So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you? The accursed power of these warding charms prevents me from revealing my true form. Your baldness! Can this be interpreted as an admission of guilt? Give me one sec. Okay, is it recording? Good, because sometimes it doesn't record after I stop recording. Phone call. Can this... yeah. Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented. Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. Huh? What? You claim that the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer, the one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was all the accursed all along. Oh! Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real, in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than the Mayor Tenma, and the yokai at the scene. That too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenma. The pieces have all fallen into place. How so, Prosecutor Blackquill? Humph. It seems I must spell it out for you all. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked all at the time. He then removed the warding charms from the forbidden chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter, Jinxie Tenma, stumbled on the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenma, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenma then fled from the fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenma. But what about the body still? Like, wasn't the body still there?
Objection!
Yeah, objection! But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. Explain that. How's that possible if he was supposed to have flown out the foyer window? Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of Kyubi Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenma? Oh. Ah! Wait, what? Hold it! Ka! That too is easily explained. Flew about for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the forbidden chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the fox chamber, and I knew no more. Humph! It would seem the pieces are still in place. Is Blackquill up to his tricks again? I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real live? So that rumor about Tenma is true? I knew yokai were real! You mean he really did kill the alderman just so he could release Tenma Taro? Order! Order! Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai. It's Simon Says on steroids. He wants to convict our client in any way he can, even if he means blaming a yokai. The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty. Your baldness. This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Objection!
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenma Taro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature. Since both sides have raised valid points, I've no choice but to...
Silence!
Humph! This is a dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence!
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything? We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but... What's wrong with him? Prosecutor Blackquill, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that. What in the devil was that? Fool Bright! Fool Bright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? It seems you found that quite shocking! Oh, that's funny. It's my it's my special Jolt of Justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. You shall pay for this! I, Simon Blackquill... Your Honor! You need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackquill will remain on his best behavior. A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective? Well, in that case, ahem! This concludes today's deliberations. The prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is now adjourned. To be continued. Well, yeah, sure, I'll save. And that, I will call that a video. I think I'm gonna either record more later or later tonight, because I should record more of this, but I'm kind of like, my voice is kind of out of it, and I'm out of milk, which will be soda later. So with that, hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to catch you all next time. Just save that, and yeah, have a great day.